Okay, hi everyone, Daryl here. I just got this question. Someone actually texted me, then I had a short conversation with him. He's actually asking where can I find what land will be released by the government in the future. Okay, so the main reason why this particular person wants to know whether there will be any land released by the government in the future, he's actually in the market for a new condominium. And what he wants to know, right, is that he wants to know whether there will be any future supply in that area which he's buying, which is something that a lot of buyers need to take note. This is actually demand and supply is just going back to basic economics. uh, it doesn't really quite make sense that if let's say a huge amount of supply is coming onto the market in a particular area, and then after that prices will still go up. So demand and supply need to work hand in hand. If demand is going to be tepid for a pretty long time, means it's going to be weak, then definitely your supply, uh, if it's going to be a large amount of supply, then definitely prices will tend to ease off in the future. Okay, so this buyer, right, he's actually asking where can I find the, what land will be released by the government, and actually everything is on the URA website. Okay, so if you're not already familiar, right, you have to be familiar with the URA website if you're in the market for a condominium in Singapore. And one thing you need to take note is that the government actually releases land, and the sites are actually announced every 6 months. So the last release was actually on June 27, 2018, for the second half of 2018. They actually announced what they are going to be selling, what land they are going to be selling for the second half of the year on June 27. And they actually have two lists. So one is actually the confirmed list and the reserve list. Okay, so the confirmed list is uh, land that will definitely be sold. There will actually be a tender date, so developers will come together, not really come together, but they'll be there together to bid for the plot of land at that point in time. Okay, so like example, if it's example maybe 1st November, so 1st November is the tender date, so everyone will put in their offers, and then on 1st November the result of the tender will come out. Who bid the highest, then that person will walk away, or that developer will walk away that plot of land. Then for the reserve list, right, there's no tender date. So basically, if a developer wants that plot of land which is on the reserve list, they actually have to submit application to the government. And if let's say the reserve price is met, right, then the government will actually sell the plot of land to this developer. Okay, so there's two ways that the developer can buy land. One is confirmed list and one is reserve list. So generally, of course, if the market is good, right, then the properties on the reserve list also will get taken up. So where you find the land sales, right, is actually here. So you just go to ura.gov.sg, then you come to this button called land sales. You actually have this current URA government land sales sites. So you can actually click here. And this is actually the schedule of confirmed list sites. So these are the sites which the government is selling this quarter. So you can see like Hillview Rise, Dairy Farm, Jalan Jurong Kecil, they've already been awarded. That means people, developers have already bid and won the bid, and somebody has won the bid already. So upcoming still have projects in Kampong, still have land in Kampong Java Road, Sims Drive, Middle Road. Commercial residential still have these hotel sites, still have these two other sites. Okay, so these are estimated uh, to be tendered in October and November also. So this Club Street is open for tender now. Okay, so if you want to know the schedule of reserve list sites, so these are the reserve list sites. So you can see these are available for application. So if any developer wants to come in and purchase this plot of site for development, then they will come in. So you can actually, from here you can actually gauge whether the property market is good. I mean, if let's say the property market is very hot and land is very scarce, then plots of land in maybe like Bartley Road or Jalan Bunga Rampai, they seemingly may be snapped up by developers, but to date it's still available for application. So it's not taken up yet, and there's actually one at Clementi Avenue 1, relatively good location and still available for application. Yeah, so these sites are not taken up yet. Okay, so let's go back. And you can also look at the past sales sites. So you can you can download data on this site. So this is actually the, okay, let's look at residential since we're always looking at condominiums, right? So okay, so you can see here, okay, let's see something that we can, okay, let's see here. Okay, so look here. So there's this new project by CDL called Whistler Grand. You can actually see how much CDL actually tendered for the site. So they actually tendered 472 million for this site. Okay, so the per square meter per GFA is here. So in the planning area of Clementi. So this is actually Whistler Grand here by CDL. Okay, and there's also, let me see, residential landed housing sites. So you can just click here. Okay, so let's see something that we recognize. Okay, so the first one, right? This is actually by Fantasia Investment Singapore. So right, I know that this project is actually called Parkwood Collection. So you can see how much did Fantasia actually tender the plot of land for. And this actually goes back all the way, you see. So you can go back really, really far. And what you can do is that if you want to see like property cycles and how aggressive or how weak the bidding was, then you can actually use this to scroll and take a look at how much developers are actually bidding for land. Then you definitely know whether the property market, I mean, this is just one indicator of whether the property market is healthy or strong or weak. And you can actually see from past cycles, so you can actually see well, actually goes back pretty far actually. It's even going back to before I started out my real estate career. I started in early 2000s. This is actually my 15 or 16 year in the industry. Yeah, so it really goes back pretty far. So it's actually quite good tools that the Urban Redevelopment Authority actually leaves on their website for property buyers. Yeah, so this actually answers your question. How do you actually look for, what was the question again? Where can I find what land will be released by the government in the future? So you can only find out land that is going to be released in the next 6 months. If you want to know what is going to be released after that, right, you have to wait for the next announcement. Most probably is in June. I mean in December, because every 6 months they announce. Yeah, so it's sometime in December the government will announce again what sites are up on the confirmed list and the reserve list. Yeah, so that's all from me for this video. See you in the next video. Thanks.